Hello, I'm Sean, and I'm a negative creep.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I'm a negative creep.
And we are the negative creeps. It's another week, another episode.
Yeah!
What the hell is that?
Yeah!
So this is the
We're a big fail.
14 years since 9/11 week. And pretty sad.
It is sad.
And all the time that's went by. Can't believe it's been 14 years.
14 years. I remember when I was in high school and this happened.
I really wish they would stop doing that. Not that I watch it or anything, but that thing where they read all the names on TV. Like, enough already.
I know. And I heard there was a show on. It was 100 Minutes of New York, and it just replays the events of when the first plane hits.
They don't. You could just go on YouTube and watch all that shit, which I have done, and I actually haven't done it in a long time. Where you just watch the clip. Do you ever watch the video?
No.
Of the plane hitting?
I've never watched it.
Really? It fucking freaks you out. Yeah.
I remember when the second plane hit.
Like, I like to look at things that make me, that creep me out like that, and that's one of them. Remember when you remember when it all happened? They used to have they had those pictures with the faces and the smoke and shit. You ever see any?
Faces and the smoke. You never saw any of
that? Like they would show like the smoke.
Oh yeah.
There'd be like a face in it. That shit really creeped me out.
Yes, those things when the plane hit and you've seen like what was it, the devil's face or something? Yeah, like the
devil's face, and then fucking really fucked up shit.
God, I was so young when that happened. I was like, what? How old are you when you're a freshman in high school? Like 13?
Usually, no. You're probably like 14, 15.
14?
Normal people.
Oh, right.
I was older, I think. And then, like, I was a freshman. I was a sophomore. I was always a sophomore. I never got past being a sophomore.
How you say sophomore?
So I was like a sophomore for like...
Say sophomore.
Sophomore.
Sophomore?
All right, so I said it.
It's sophomore.
Whatever.
I've never heard you say that word before. Say it again.
No.
Say it.
But I was that for like 3 years.
Say it.
I think.
Say it.
So I never got past that. Stop saying say it.
Who said say it?
What the hell are you talking about?
Like someone said say it.
Back on track. So what?
No. Just
what were you doing?
Like say it.
Fuck.
Say it. It was from a movie. No. I think it was a horror movie or something like say it.
So what?
Say it. Oh.
Stop repeating yourself.
I was talking about 9/11 and where I was when it happened.
Yes.
I didn't know I was in schools, in high school as a freshman.
You were in school?
Yeah, I just started high school when it happened.
How old? Oh, you were in high school?
Yeah, and with the anxiety.
What did the, all right, so you were in class.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened?
Wait, 2011?
2001.
Oh,
14 years ago.
Oh, right. Why am I thinking of 2011? I'm thinking 9/11. I don't know. It was like 2011. I wasn't even in high school. Okay, 2001. I was in high school as a freshman. And the anxiety of starting high school was like still in that time. Like I was just a mess child then.
Yeah, I guess that would make it even worse.
But in that on top of it.
Like the first week of school?
Yeah. It was. Right. It was actually the first.
See, that's weird. I never thought about that before.
The first week, and I still had anxiety of the first.
It's like it's like your first like big adult thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like junior high, you're still like a kid, kind of. Like not anymore because kids.
I still felt like a kid in high school
when they're in junior high now, but. So
I think kids in high school are more past their age than they normally should be.
No, yeah, but I'm not
mentally.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like when I was in high school, I was not a
kids
grown
are killing
adult.
each other now in junior high school.
Not only that, just through their mannerism and the way they dress. Like I remember we were just wearing
and they have sex
superhero T-shirts and regular shorts and just and not casual. It was casual, but kiddie casual.
Those teenagers walking around now, the things that they say and come out of their mouths.
Like they're wearing things that like. That grown-ups are wearing, but in like
to be old.
I know.
Murder. So what? So you were in school.
Okay, I was in school.
And what happened?
And I think I was in the guidance counselor's office.
You were in the. Why were you in the guidance counselor's office?
I think because I wanted to get out of.
What the fuck is going on in this school?
I was the gynecologist.
Wait. What kind of school did you go to?
Oh my god, I went to a friggin' jail cell.
Did you get into a van to go to school? Like a big black van?
No. I thought about that. My dad's car. My dad's truck.
Like, after your parents, like, wherever they left you off.
What?
Because you said that you went to school and then you were in the office with some guy, right? I'm assuming.
No, guidance counselor.
Yeah, was he a man?
No, it was a woman.
Oh, then.
I had a woman guidance counselor.
Right, well, it doesn't make
she was
it,
I think she was
I also had a
smoking the
woman
weed,
gym
though.
teacher, and boy, let me tell you.
No.
Something was going on with that lady.
Oh.
So.
Who?
So get back to what you were saying.
Okay. No, I was a gynecologist. Oh my God, guidance
I don't know
counselors.
what the fuck is on your mind.
I don't know. Maybe I need to go make it. Maybe something's telling me I need to make an appointment.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I was in there and I was with my friends and I was trying to get into a class that, you know, my other friend was in because I didn't want to take that class by myself.
Okay.
Whatever class I was in. So then all of a sudden you hear people screaming and crying like, oh my God, what are we going to do?
They were screaming?
Yeah. Like,
really?
People were screaming and we were like, is someone doing a play or something? Because it was over there was like the auditorium. So we thought, you know, somebody was doing a play.
This reminds me, not to cut you off, but this reminds me of what my mother told me. It was like when Kennedy got shot, but she was even younger.
Mm-hmm.
She was like in grade school. So go ahead.
Yeah. I never asked my parents what they were doing when Kennedy was shot.
No, my mother told me that for just some reason.
But like if I wish I
knew more about that now because I love all that shit. But
well, you could still ask.
I could still ask her.
I can't. Oh, that's
R.I.P.
Anyway. So I was in there and I was like, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on?
The hell's going on around here?
So the guidance counselor comes out. Some other guidance counselor comes out and she's like, girls, just want to tell you, you know, something happened in Manhattan, New York City. A plane hit the World Trade Center.
Who told you that? The guidance counselor?
Yeah, because we didn't know what was going on. And they said, you know, go to your classrooms or wherever you were supposed to be or whatever. And I had lunch that time. So I was like, what the hell's going on? And then other people were like, oh my God, something hit the Pentagon. The president is on the news. He's saying everyone has to go to war.
But this is way after.
No. This was what they were saying. But the
president didn't say anything for a while.
No, but you know how people talk. They don't know the whole true story.
You're telling me this is what happened when it first happened. Because actually, like I said, I saw
kids were saying, oh my God, the
president was reading.
Oh my God.
He was in Florida.
I understand that, but they were saying.
So they were making shit up.
Yes, they were making stories. Kids make stories up.
Speculate.
And they were saying, oh, our fathers have to go to war. And I'm going, what is going on? Like
war, what is it good
I was
for?
so scared. Then we were in the lunchroom. There was chaos in the lunchroom. We didn't know what was going on. So then they would just say, go to your next class. We went to my next class. I'm sitting in math, and I hated math. I still see that math class. I'm vividly. Okay. I'm like sitting in there.
Listen, get to the point.
And the security guard comes up, and she was the only one that told me that somebody was here for me. And I was just like,
see, that's where it starts when someone tells you someone's here.
Yeah, like somebody's here for you, and your mother's here.
You're never the same after that.
Oh, shut up. They were like, your mother's here. And I'm going, my mother? I'm like, oh, maybe she's taking me out.
So what time is this now, you think?
This was in the morning.
Yeah, well.
Like, I would say 10 o'clock.
So it's already been like
9:30, 10 o'clock.
An hour.
Yeah. So, and then I was like, what the hell is going on? Because like I said, we don't have TVs. We didn't have cell phones like we do now. You could just check it. We didn't know anything. So we were just, whatever. We were just normal kids that don't know anything. So I didn't have a cell phone at the time.
You didn't have a cell phone?
Nope. I didn't have.
Zach Morris had a cell phone in their 90s, and you didn't have a cell phone in 2000s?
Parents were not allowed. But after 9/11, that Christmas, I got a cell phone.
9/11.
That's the reason. And mostly everyone got cell phones that time because of 9/11. Because no one could be called anybody. We had pay phones. You couldn't use pay phones. You know, so anyway, so she said, your mother's here to come pick you up. And I was like, why only me? She didn't say any other kid to come out, you know.
So only your mother came to pick you up.
Yeah, because I heard about all this chaos.
What about the rest of the mothers?
Well, I'm going to tell you, like, all this chaos, I'm like, why my mother telling me to come?
Say chaos
I'm like,
again.
Oh my God, like, something with my dad. Like, I thought something, whatever.
Yeah.
So I left.
That's true. You have no clue, really.
So I go downstairs, and there were parents down there. I don't remember the time really, but I remember there was parents. But I remember the time my mom got me. We walked outside and she was out there, and she was like, "Hey," she was waving me down, and all I saw was like Luton Avenue, like right in front.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I know. I'm just saying,
no
like
cares.
I know and no one knows, but I'm just saying, I'm telling you that all in front of Tom High School was just like cars. triple, quadruple. The whole street was filled with cars, and I'm like, what is going on? My mother goes, get in the car. I'm like, what's going on? And she goes, a plane hit the World Trade Center. And I'm going, what? She's like, yeah, 2 planes hit the World Trade Center, and we didn't know about the Pentagon. Was it the Pentagon they hit?
Yeah.
And I didn't know about the plane that fell.
There's a lot of speculation about that.
Well, something hit the Pentagon. We didn't know about that yet until we got home. My mother goes, oh, my God, there's something wrong. It's like we thought we were going to war.
Right.
Like, the 2 planes hit, then something else happened at the Pentagon, and then that plane fell down. We thought, whatever. What was that plane heading toward? The Washington, D.C.? The president's? White House?
I forget how many there were exactly, but they were going in all different places.
How many planes were there? 4? 4. There had to be 4.
At least
2 hit the World Trade Center.
Right. There was at least
1
4.
fell down.
The one that they, I forget. I think it was Flight 11. That's the one with the passengers
took over the plane.
Yeah, and
I watched that movie.
Yes, I know.
That was such a sad. Oh my God, the daughter on there.
Okay.
Oh my God, I can't. I couldn't.
See, now I was working at the time.
How old are you? How old are you?
I don't remember. Who cares?
How many years apart?
And somebody was watching TV.
What were you doing
upstairs? We just got to the place.
No.
Literally just
where were you working at?
No, I was doing construction type work.
Okay.
We just got to the place, and somebody was watching TV upstairs and was like, "Oh my God, you have to see this!" Like I said, I don't remember exactly because it all happened so fast, and
it's weird how people have the news on all the time.
Yeah, well, some people would just do that.
Like my mother had the news. That's how she knew. She'd always have the news on when she was cleaning.
So then I saw the smoke and the fire coming out of the first building, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I saw the second one happen on TV, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" So obviously we didn't work that day, and we just stayed there watching the news, and then everyone was calling their family members that were working in the city.
And the tower fell.
Yeah, and then all the buildings were collapsing, and no one knew what the fuck was going on.
Did you remember the sky that day?
Yeah, it was like...
It was smoky.
Different colors. And
yeah.
It looked like it was snowing.
Mm-hmm. And we weren't in the city. We were across the river.
A lot of people, were tuned in to what was going on, but when you're actually here and you see some of the shit that's going down, like I saw like the fire and smoke, like... Because after I went, me and this other kid who I just really didn't know too well, went to go hang out, and we were driving. He brought me to like this really high hill where you could see Manhattan perfectly, and we saw how fucking crazy it looked over there.
Oh, going toward the ferry.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly where it was. And then
I know what you're talking about.
We went to go smoke a joint, and then I started like freaking out because I was like started thinking about all this shit. I'm with some kid I barely know. I'm high now. I'm paranoid. I told him, I have to leave. Like,
you were doing bad, and I was in high school.
And I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here because I don't feel comfortable with this guy. And what if I die with this kid, which I don't even know? Mm-hmm. And then he was on Boardwalk Empire years later. But
oh my, that's the kid?
Yeah, he probably liked me or something. But anyway, so I left, and I went with my family. And
he was on Boardwalk Empire. I could have met Michael Pitt.
He probably was just an extra.
It doesn't matter. I could have met Michael Pitt. Michael Pitt was out here.
Okay, so
we could have met Michael Pitt. Well, I could have met Michael Pitt.
It was just such a scary day for everybody.
We didn't go to school the next day.
Then
we didn't do anything.
After I got home, and I was around my family a little bit, then I got sick of them. And I just went back outside, like nothing happened. So I was like, wasn't really like that for the whole time. Like I was like, I felt a little more comfortable.
I remember people were coming home late at night.
Where did I go? I went to Best Buy because 9/11 was the day that Jay-Z dropped the Blueprint album, and I went and bought it. So I went to Best Buy.
Was anybody in there?
Yeah, there was people in there.
Were they talking about it?
Yeah, of course. Everyone was talking about it. I don't know where you went. But I picked up my Blueprint album.
Jay-Z.
On 9/11.
Representing New York.
That's how I was. I would just always go buy, the rap albums.
So you were a shopper.
Because it was a Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah.
And if you think about that now, there's a few reasons why I'm bringing that up. But one of the main reasons why I'm bringing it up now is because that day when that album dropped was the whole start of the Kanye. You know, like that's what really brought him to mainstream was that album.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have to deal with this asshole.
Oh, Kanye.
Yeah. So like 9/11,
President 2020.
9/11, besides almost 3,000 people died. We also have to deal with that asshole now because of 9/11.
Why? Oh, because of Jay-Z.
Because Jay-Z's out. He did a lot of the beats, which were really good. Like, it was a really good album.
He's a good artist, but he's just an
but
freaking retarded
like I said,
person.
that was what really made him give him his bump. And like I was thinking about that today. I'm like, wow, 9/11 really was fucked up for everyone, and we're still feeling it now in different ways, and that's one of them, in my opinion.
9/11 was the problem that caused the economy to be so bad.
And well, I wouldn't say all that, but and another thing is,
One of the reasons, one factor.
Everyone thinks that, when they took down Bin Laden, that was the, they brought down the guy that was responsible for 9/11, but they're wrong, and he recently this year got into a lot of shit, so he's getting his due.
Who?
Like how OJ did.
Bin Laden?
No.
Oh, I thought he's dead.
Hulk Hogan was the one that brought down the towers.
Hulk Hogan?
Yes, look it up. Google it.
Hulk Hogan?
Google it now.
The wrestler?
Allah Akbar, brother.
Stop it. He's the reason why the towers went down?
Yep.
How?
You'll see. Look it up.
Hulk Hogan.
Let me tell you something, brother.
And what are we going to Hulk Hogan what?
I feel like he calls everyone brother. Like
Hulk Hogan what?
Like he calls Brooke. He's like, Brooke, come down here, brother.
What do I look?
Brings down the World Trade Center.
Damn.
And now, from his absolute racist comments he made,
Is a video? Oh, God. Attacks World Trade Center?
I don't know. There was supposed to be a picture, really. I didn't know there was a video.
Oh, God.
Yep. He's giving it the big boot.
Oh, my God. This is so stupid. That's so stupid. I really thought
Hulk Hogan,
he was the reason.
Listen, there's physical evidence that Hulk Hogan took down the towers.
It's a picture. It's Photoshop. It's Photoshop. I can't believe you made me look that up.
I know. It's fucking great.
I really
can't
thought
believe you
he
never
was
saw that before.
No. Never.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Never. Mm-mm.
And so he gave it the big boot. I think he even gave it a leg drop. You still have the picture up?
No.
Why?
Because it's...
Look up the picture. I want you to see
it. It's stupid. It's right here.
Yeah, but look up the picture.
What picture?
Do you not know how to Google?
No. But I'm looking at a video.
Look at the images. Go to Google Images. It's that simple.
What's that?
He's hulking up right behind the wreckage. That's the one I wanted you to bring up. Now, if you look, it first all started, and look this up, people. Hulk Hogan brings down the Trade Center. Look at the Google Images, and you'll see it right there. He started out with a chair.
Where did you find this?
Okay, then he gave it the big boot. He points. He listens to the crowd cheer his name. He does the hulking up by the wreckage.
Oh
and
my God.
Last but not least,
Last but not least.
my favorite image.
My favorite.
Is, excuse me?
My favorite.
You'll be fired.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan
I'm going to get fired by the
peering
big
around the
negative
corner.
creep show.
Okay, peering around the corner,
What?
yelling at the people. Okay.
Oh God. Hey, what is the one he's doing that to? What is that?
Excuse me?
When he does this?
It all makes sense.
Look.
Yes, he's pointing.
Pointing, and then what's he doing?
He does his Hulk, then he does his little hand gesture to the...
What's that?
That's Hulk Hogan peering around the corner angrily at the crowd while they're running from him.
Oh my God. This is fun. Where'd you find this?
Well, I can't. I wish I could take credit for the brilliance of people's photoshopping skills.
Oh my God. He's not funny.
Not to make fun of,
joke
but
of something.
You gotta look that up, and he's getting his due now. He got fired.
Because of that?
Because he told Brooke, I don't want you being around them, brother. Those people, brother. Okay. and got into a lot of shit. So,
I can't believe I looked that up because I really thought.
yes,
It
Hulk
was the
Hogan.
reason
I'm saying
of
it here. You heard it here. Hulk Hogan brought down the towers. As
No,
physical
he
evidence.
did not. It's photoshopped. Stupid. Stupid.
Okay. Well, he's getting his due. All right.
Along with somebody else is getting their due.
Who's that? Please.
The girl that made that Dear Fat People.
That's your that's your segue?
Yeah,
You
it's
go
my
from Hulk
segue.
Hogan to some YouTuber?
No, she like lost one of her jobs that she was trying to get into some comedy filming thing. They fired her because of her fat shaming.
Well, that
recently just happened.
that's
She
only
lost her
going to
job
help her career. She'll be
by
fine.
being fired,
Yeah.
but it was her job.
Everyone's talking about her.
Yeah, I guess so. She has
So-
4 million views on that video, and it
Of course
keeps
she
growing
does.
every day.
And of course it will. She's going to do very well.
But when I first watched it,
Yeah, I
I was
know.
offended. I was pissed.
And that,
I was like,
and,
this skinny
and I knew
bitch.
that you were going to change your mind.
And then I watched it again, and she it's not offensive anymore. She actually makes.
It
good
never was
points.
offensive.
I know, but I was just mad because the way she was acting, like who she is, and I'm trying to make it out on YouTube, and this girl just makes a shaming video.
Right, so you were jealous of her. It's fine.
Not jealous.
You were jealous.
Okay,
of
a
her.
little jealous because I'm like, you know what?
And-
I have
and that-
good content.
That's not going to get you anywhere. Trust
I know,
me.
But I'm
It
just
happens to
saying.
everyone. I know.
Okay, no one has jealousy in their
I
life.
didn't say that, but it doesn't help them. It doesn't
No, it
help
doesn't.
anybody. It only hurts you.
But not only that, I was mad or whatever at her. It's just that who is she to say something about people? The only thing I didn't like.
Then who are we to say anything about anyone?
No, I mean everyone's offending everyone.
Everyone
else.
has the right to.
Fat people offend skinny people by saying how, oh my
So
god.
let me
the-
tell you something. I was telling somebody this the other day. Some fat people are the shittiest people in the world.
Mhm.
A lot of them.
they're
Because
miserable.
maybe it's because of that, but they'll tell a fat person will tell you that you have a problem.
Mhm.
Okay, in
Before
not-
they-
in a very unflattering way. They'll
They'll be very rude.
They'll make you feel like shit about
Mhm.
yourself with no filter at all. A lot, and I'm not stereotyping it, but a lot of times it is a fat person. And I'm like, but you're fat,
Mhm.
and you're telling me that I have a problem
Mhm.
when you can't even stop yourself from eating.
Yeah.
I know it's not easy. Food is an addiction like
Oh my
anything
God.
else. But
But they don't even try. Some of them don't even
no,
try.
they don't, and they laugh about it, and it's a joke to
Mhm.
them, and they say how happy they are, but they're not.
Or they laugh at the people that are heavy or they're trying to lose weight and they're like, ho ho ho, they make a mockery out of it. Be like, you'll never get to lose the weight, just eat whatever. Like, what do you mean? Like
And
like, oh well, if you're gonna eliminate this, then you should eliminate that. You ain't dieting, right? Like they know what they're doing anyway. They didn't even try to diet. Though by having a Diet Coke with a burger and fries is not really a diet.
well, that's just people trying to make it seem like no one can diet because they can't. You know what I mean? So when someone's incapable of doing something and it tortures them, they try to make it seem like nobody could do it so they could feel comfortable. Like, oh, they can't do it either.
But they're just annoying.
But you know, the whole shaming thing is ridiculous. It's getting every day. It's something new.
Mm-hmm. You can't say anything anymore.
This PC world we're living in is not. It's only gonna bring more problems because people are gonna grow up, and I think that they're gonna be. What are you doing?
No, I'm sorry.
There, people will, are gonna change for the worse because of that.
You're afraid to talk and you're afraid to say anything because you may offend
But
somebody.
it's not only that. It's just that you're taking, like I said, you're ruining the natural order of things where kids need to learn right from wrong.
But they also not to be ruthless and rude.
Parents that try to control every aspect of their kids' lives, they're only doing more harm than good, and they're making things worse by doing that.
But I don't think your kids should be rude and ruthless.
A kid needs to be upset. They need to know what it is to someone to be shitty to them. They need to
But
learn
there's
that.
other ways where the kids could be upset.
No, they need to learn that
To be
naturally.
bullied?
Yes, 100%, because
But you hear
you need to
bullying
be-
that
you
they're
need to-
killing themselves.
You need to grow up knowing that there's shitty people in this world. And there's a lot of shitty people in this world. And you need to learn that naturally as a child. And you need to grow up knowing that. Because if you don't, then that's what causes a lot. Like I'm not a doctor. I don't know, exactly what goes on in the brains, but I'll tell you that these things happen for a reason, and everything has to be naturally, like I said, natural order of things has to occur that way, because if you keep changing everything and taking all these things away, it's only going to fuck up people's brains even more.
Well, what's with the kids now when they get bullied, they commit suicide? Like, we got bullied when we were younger. How come we never committed suicide or tried to commit suicide? Like, why is it now this
well,
thing?
that's because the bullying aspect is done at a higher level now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just, like, I understand, but like I said, people need to toughen up a little bit. I know it's rough to feel like shit about yourself, because I do, and I have a lot in my life, but I feel like that's a necessary part of life.
Mm-hmm. It makes you stronger.
That's why, like, kids that grow up in money, a lot of times they don't know anything. Mm-mm. They can't do anything for themselves. They have no life skills whatsoever. No. They have no people skills. They have
street smart.
Nothing. And that's because someone was doing everything for them. And said those are the reasons why things are the way they are now.
And that's mostly the kids are.
So it's like real bad things happen because you got all these fucking mental people with mental problems, killing people, shooting sprees, going into movie theaters and killing people. I feel like that's all because of these things, in a way.
No, they are.
And
it's mostly the kids that commit these things are in a privileged family.
But in my opinion, the things that we do to counteract that, like knee-jerk reactions to what happens, is just making the problem worse, because we're just like, oh, we can't do this anymore. Oh, we can't. Soon it's going to be like, well, we can't have movie theaters anymore because people are getting shot there. Mm-hmm. And then they'll say, we have to ban guns, and that's just another ridiculous thing, because I don't believe in that at all, because, you need guns to protect yourself from people that will get them anyway, mm-hmm. and will kill you with them. Mm-hmm. Other weapons, anything. Someone will always get their hands on anything. And if you can't legally get your hands on these things to protect yourself or your family, your loved ones, whatever.
Okay, would you get a gun?
Yeah, I wish I could. I never shot a gun. I would love to.
Why would you get a gun? You would have a gun in this house. I would get
a gun because I like them. I think they're cool.
Oh, you like them? Okay, I don't think I want you to have a gun around me.
Anyway.
I'm just saying,
I would love to learn how to shoot. I would love to have a gun. I think that people that have them, a lot of times, it's necessary for them, and they handle them safely, and they use them properly.
I don't like guns.
Okay. Well, I am a pro-gun guy.
I'm not saying I'm not a pro-gun guy. A pro-gun person, but I just don't. I'm afraid of them.
Of course, you'd be afraid of them, but if you fired one and you learned how to use one properly, you wouldn't be afraid of it anymore.
I don't know.
And they're really cool. They look cool.
Yeah, but you don't get a gun just to look cool. You get it for protection.
But that's all part of it.
But it's like freaky.
Hunting. People hunt with them.
Okay, you're talking about a hunting gun, or you're talking about a handgun?
I'm talking about guns in general.
So you would get any gun?
I like sniper rifles.
Oh, now you're getting crazy now. We started at a handgun, and now we're getting sniper rifles.
I'm just saying I like them. They're cool.
Are you going to turn into me an assassin?
I wish, but I'm not that person.
For the CIA? Is it CIA that has assassins?
Yeah, I'm sure they have assassins.
Does the police have assassins?
I don't know. We'll have to call up Sting and ask him.
Shut up.
I really don't know. I haven't spoke to him in years.
That sounds so stupid. Probably a stupid question. But I want to know if the police have assassins.
Of course they do. Don't you ever see, like, when there's hostage situations going on?
So the police
there's always a sniper on a roof somewhere, looking down at the scene.
I think I could see you as being the sniper.
I wish, man.
Because you would be cool. You're quiet.
It's a lot of just sitting there.
And you would do it.
I would love to. I love using in the games, which most of the time, like if you play a video game where you could shoot people don't like being the sniper. I love it. I always find like a nice place to hide. It's mostly because of laziness, but I love the scope, and you just point and shoot.
Yeah, I could see you being the sniper. You
And
should.
sniper rifles is so fucking awesome.
So
They
why
look
don't you
cool.
apply to be a sniper?
But you got to carry around that big briefcase, and then you set it up like kind of like this microphone stand is. They have like the little stand.
Yeah.
Put this gun in, all that shit.
So how you get to be a sniper?
Yeah, you have to have formal training, obviously.
Wait, do you need to be a
For all
police
branches
officer?
no. Well, you can be a police officer,
And then
and the branches
grow
of the
up?
military have them.
Okay, so why don't you apply for being a sniper?
You can't apply. You have to.
I know, go to training or
First of
whatever.
all, these things you have to do. You have to start very young on these things, and like especially if you're going to be a sniper in the military, you have to be in the military.
But how just a sniper and a police for the police? You know?
Yeah, you still have to go to. You have to have all that
How
formal
long is
training.
training?
I don't know.
You should look it up. Become a sniper.
You have to. It's
Would you be a sniper?
yeah. I wish. I don't never want to kill anybody really, but
You would kill someone that has killed many people or has a hostage.
I would. Yeah.
Okay, so there you go.
If I felt like
I mean,
you know,
the
it
people
was
that you
okay,
go, but the people
might.
that you're gonna be staking out and try to assassin is not good, nice people.
I'm just saying that now because I'm thinking how cool it'd be to be a sniper, but it's got to be hard to kill somebody. Obviously, even if they are a shitty person, you're still kind of.
But I don't think sometimes I don't think they kill them. I think they just shoot them down. Sometimes if they have a hostage situation.
Yeah, that would be
You hurt
obviously
them.
if there was. But I mean, like if you're talking about like in war,
Well, yeah, that's different.
like Chris Kyle, you know, he killed definitely. He definitely killed over 100 people.
I wanted to watch
Sure.
that movie.
Which is really the movie probably sucks, but
How do you know? People said it was good.
a lot of people said it wasn't.
Well, the people I was listening to
Yeah,
said
who?
they were good. I don't know, people on YouTube.
Okay, well anyway,
I know my people don't matter.
it's not that. It's just the movie's probably mildly entertaining, but it's a lot of. shit.
Okay, would you read the book more than watch the movie?
I have the book. I haven't read it. I like Chris Kyle. I listened to a lot of interviews with him. He was a really good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed. They always exaggerate, but he definitely killed over 100 people, for sure.
Well,
And that takes a
was his
different
job.
kind of person. And I love the the sniper in the Inglourious Bastards movie. I mean, obviously that wasn't real, but that guy was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That movie where you just see him shooting people, it's funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to put myself in that situation to be a sniper. Can I kill somebody?
You can't.
I'm like, I think
I don't think I could. No, it's not easy. It's not for everybody.
I mean, like right now, if I see anybody like in front of me, like if I'm just imagining it, like I can do it. But I guess if I'm there,
Because you're not really. Yeah, you're not. You have to.
live it and be in that moment.
Yep. But guns, they're not the problem.
Uh huh.
So that's what a lot of people think.
People are the problem.
They have those.
Guns
arguing.
guns are not the problem. People.
Yeah, we
are
know
the
it's
problem.
it's mentally ill people are the problem.
No.
Yes.
I don't think
What do you mean no?
Ill people.
Yeah, mentally ill people are the ones that do things like that. What are you talking about?
How about people that are like gangsters?
They're mentally ill.
They're mentally ill.
If they kill people with no remorse, especially ones that don't deserve it, you're mentally ill. Somebody that shoots someone because they're selling the same drug on the same block as them and they kill them for that and they just walk away and go home and fucking, drink 40s and shit.
Drink 40s.
Obviously, you have a fucking problem. If you could just go hang out with your boys after you shot some fucking guy in the head.
Your boys. You ever drank a 40 before?
Yeah.
You had
I've drank
before?
many 40s before.
In one sitting?
I've drank more than a 40 in one sitting. Absolutely.
Did you get really sick?
I have gotten sick a lot from alcohol, yes.
Oh my god. Wait. When did you drink a 40? When you got out of work or was it just like casual weekend?
There was times, in my late teens where I would drink every day. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Every day. It was
alcoholism.
Yeah, it was fun.
You had alcoholism.
There was just empty bottles
Oh my
everywhere.
God.
Next day they were just everywhere.
You didn't go to hi, my name is Sean. I'm an AA.
No. Cuz I got rid of that problem.
You develop another problem.
Yeah, right. I went from problem to problem. Absolutely.
When you get rid of one, you develop a new one.
But it's better than doing them, which some people do,
All together.
all at once, and they can't stop. At least I waited till I got out of work to drink, and I would just, and then I would think like, oh, maybe I won't drink today. Yeah, right.
Okay.
And then we would drink all night long.
Oh my god.
Go make beer runs, 2 in the morning to get
Oh
more
my
beer.
god.
Get up and go to work at 8, 9 o'clock.
How?
I don't know.
You went to work drunk?
No. There was times where I went to work hungover and I couldn't do anything. Where I just there was days where I couldn't get out of bed the whole day. I just had to lay in bed because I was so hungover.
What happens? What do you feel like when you're hungover? Are you sick?
Yeah, like very big headache first of all, and just no
Nauseous.
energy, and just incapable of functioning properly.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I only had that one time when I threw up.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's better to not have too many hangovers. I mean, in a way, it's like, growing up, it's fun to do things like that.
I mean, I've never said I never had liquor underage. Yes, I have. I mean, those wine coolers, I thought I was a big one. I thought it was cool. I was drinking Smirnoff or something.
I used to like go in the liquor cabinet when I was a preteen and drink sometimes.
No, I never did.
It was weird.
I never did.
I feel like when you're that young, it affects you different ways as you get older.
I can't say I did because my parents had a lot of liquor and I never went into the liquor cabinet. I was afraid to. They put fear in my life.
Yeah, I didn't. I would be afraid to, and then you'd be like, yeah, they're not home. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but even when they weren't at home, I never thought to do that.
I used to set the walls on fire when my parents weren't home. I used to spray Lysol spray.
Oh my god.
And then light it on fire.
I tried that once and I got so scared. I was like, woo.
I love burning things. Leprechauns tell me to burn things.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I used to burn things all the time.
Oh god, I don't like.
Even when I used to play with my toys, I would make fires.
With your toys?
Yeah.
How do you make fire with your toys?
I would just burn
flame?
wood and shit.
No.
And make them fight. Yeah.
In the fire?
Yeah.
Real fire?
Yeah.
Well, where are you? Where were you? In the woods?
No, in my room.
In your room?
Yeah.
You would fire in your room?
Yeah, I loved lighting fires, but I
Did
wasn't
your mother ever
I wasn't
find
like an arsonist, like a sick fuck, like where I would burn things to hurt people. But I used to like burning stuff.
Oh my god! Did your mother ever find out?
I used to melt things.
Your mother find out that you were burning stuff in your room?
Well,
Didn't it smell?
She might have had an inkling, but she didn't really know. She would most of the time they weren't home when I did these things.
But how if you put the house on fire? What would you have done?
I didn't.
You would blame it on your brothers. You're like, oh,
I felt like I was a pro with the Lysol, and I knew how to control it. I said I used to blast music, like Led Zeppelin, and I used to like play Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, and just take the torch and just go.
Oh my god!
Just rock out, man.
You had your own metal stage, your own rock show.
Like I was,
You thought you had your own rock show.
I was living it, man. I used to light fires. It was cool.
No.
That was before I even ever went to a concert or anything. Just play the stereo real loud. When we used to have the CD player with the 6 CD changer.
Oh, I had one.
Right, and you used to put
on. Oh my god, that thing was cool.
I used to just blast the music, man.
Did you ever watch it change?
It felt like
no. Did you ever?
It felt like they were gone for hours.
Did you ever watch it change? Like you open up the lid and when you want to do a CD change, I would open up the lid to watch the CD change.
Why?
I don't know.
It explains a lot.
So cool. I had a cool 6 CD changer. Like mine. You know
they were
how
all the fucking same.
No. Mine was you pull in like a car radio. Like you put the disc in the radio and it sucks it in. But some disc changers, the drawer comes out and they just going around in circles.
Yeah, the one where it used to spin around.
Yeah, no, I didn't have that. I
thought it was the coolest thing ever.
No, mine was a Sony and it was like a mirrored face.
I bet you couldn't even find one of those right now.
No, but I'm trying to tell you my thing. And you would slip in the things that the trays would come out one by one, and it would be stackable. It was stacked in the CD player, and it's like the regular.
How big was this thing?
It was just a little stereo like this, and then it had external speakers.
Oh, like anyone, yeah.
Like a big, and I would have them behind me. Like my dad put them on high on the wall, and the CD thing would be all the way on the bottom, and it was like a big stereo, right? And it would just be stackable, and it would just when you wanted to change the CD would just go back.
What was your first CD you ever bought?
I don't know. Britney Spears, probably.
I think mine was Snoop Dogg. No, I don't know whose album it officially was, but it was the Murder Was the Case soundtrack. It had the Snoop Dogg song, and I used to play that, blast that shit.
My first ever CD I ever listened to was a TLC CD. My mom used to get CDs in the mail.
Yeah, I think because I was living in California, and like I think it was all about Snoop Dogg. I used to love Crisscross when I was a kid.
Oh God!
And play that shit. And I used to always get mad because, they never played Crisscross on the radio. Well, they probably did, but I just figured like because the stations that they played, that I heard when I was a kid, like I never heard it, and I used to get mad. I used to be like so pissed off because I didn't hear fucking Jump. Like,
oh my God, I've heard it on the radio.
Yeah, well, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. But I lived in California, so it was like maybe.
Why would it be different from New York and California? I really don't,
because they have different radio stations. They play different things. What do you mean?
Yeah, but usually California and New York play the same.
Now it's a lot different. But back then they didn't play. They wouldn't play like Biggie songs in California and stuff like that.
That's weird.
They didn't play them because they had beef. You know what I mean? So. In Gangsta's Paradise, that was the biggest song in California. Everyone, I mean, it was everywhere, but out there, it's huge.
What was that movie called?
Dangerous Minds.
Dangerous Mind. This was the teacher, and he wasn't
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the movie.
The video was the one they were together.
Fucking Coolio. Loved Coolio.
Coolio's
Fantastic Voyage. You probably never even heard that.
Nope.
Exactly.
Coolio was good.
He was, but you never even listened to half his shit. So how do you even know? But he sucks now, and he's a joke. I think he's on a cooking show.
Is he still around?
He's on a cooking show now.
A cooking show?
I believe so.
Did he get rid of his braids?
Definitely not.
He still has those worms
probably
coming out of his
still wears
head?
those fucking Ray Charles sunglasses.
Oh, God.
Fucking cripping it out.
I used to get Coolio and Old Dirty Bastard confused. The face.
Old Dirty Bastard was uglier than Coolio. But listen, Coolio wishes he would be anything that Old Dirt Dog ever was, because he'll never be Old Dirty. There's no one will ever be Old Dirty.
I never said he was going. It just looked alike.
Wu-Tang for the children.
Oh my God!
All right.
Go to Wu-Tang Clan's.
Just watch the Grammy Awards when he came out. That's all you got to see.
Coolio. Oh.
Old Dirty.
Oh yeah.
That was the best.
Trench coat. Was it the one with the trench coat?
Was he wearing a trench coat? I don't know. I know he came out and when Puff Daddy won the award, and he, like, that's really, like.
What Kanye did with Taylor?
You see, that's why I was going to get to that. No. Kanye West, compared to what Old Dirty did, first of all, for all we know, that was all planned with Kanye, and Taylor Swift was in on it, but people definitely knew he was going to do it. Okay? When Old Dirty did it, nobody knew he was going to do that. And people were scared. They didn't know what
did he say?
And he was pissed. He wasn't just joking. He was mad. No, he came out and said that paraphrasing, he said that Wu-Tang should have won the rap award, which they should have. Okay, and that Wu-Tang's for the children. He said at one point,
for the children.
But he was absolutely right. Like, Wu-Tang Clan is the definition of what a hip hop group wishes they were. Okay, you got 9 members. They're all crazy, in their own right. And they all had problems, and a lot of them had problems with each other. Even they still do, but they were able to get together and create the fucking best, in my opinion, the best hip hop albums ever made. Came out of them. Okay. And they had so many of them.
But I'm just saying, why were they scared?
Because, have you ever seen Old Dirty Bastard?
Yes, I've seen him.
Okay, he's scary. He was scary.
Yeah. He came out with the brown trench coat.
I wouldn't fuck with any.
That's what I'm talking about.
A lot of the Wu-Tang members have a lot of success nowadays.
Also Method Man.
Okay, yes. Okay, he's been in Method Man, he...
Was it Method? Yeah, it was Method Man.
He had the biggest mainstream success, basically, out of all the members. But they all have success in their own rights. RZA makes movies, Ghostface and Raekwon are still really doing it. But what was my point?
I don't know what your point was, but we'll just go with it.
Oh yeah, there's so many
different
amazing things came out of these people, and like I said, they were all crazy in their own right. Okay, real. Oh yeah, because you were saying why was he scary? Because if you ever see, like, these people came from the streets. They are the streets. They
still are the streets.
Exactly. Like some of them
They
make
still
movies.
hang out
A lot of them
where they are.
Right. They could still go to their old blocks, and nobody, other rappers, they can't go where they used to live no more because they'll get killed, they'll get robbed, they'll get, mostly because, and it's not their fault. That would happen to anybody. It's just like every neighborhood has like that one guy. They're like, oh, that's him right there, where you don't fuck with that guy, and that guy, when somebody who used to live there became like a superstar in their own right, he's going to take down that motherfucker to become that superstar in his hood. Like, so that's why they can't go back there. But the Wu-Tang,
but they still hang out where they are.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
they still live there.
They still own that shit, and they run that shit, and they still do. It's amazing.
If you go hang out over there,
but they're super talented.
By the projects, you meet them.
And a lot of this rap now, in my opinion, it's not good, and it's not. I don't feel like it's just because I'm getting old.
I like Fetty Wap.
Yeah, well, anyway.
You don't like Fetty Wap?
No.
Why not?
Because he goes all the time.
He goes like Mickey Mouse. Trap Queen.
Yeah, I hate that song.
That's
but anyway,
shaming women. Is that shaming?
I
women?
feel it is. I feel
Why?
like because.
But everyone goes, I'm a trap queen.
Because, like you say, you can look
up. But girls wear that in Pride now.
You can look up.
Pride.
Yeah, you can look up what that really means, and it's anything that basically most of the things that come out of the hip hop community
is drugs.
No, is degrading to women, and I love it. Don't get me wrong.
You love it.
It's part of the culture. It's fitting. It's downright entertaining, but they're degraded, and what makes me laugh is that
like whores.
They're so stupid they don't even realize it. Like birds, like chickens, like going.
Chickens.
Yeah, like they're just walking around pecking like seeds off the ground.
What's that song called?
You know what I mean? Like
cut that bitch out or something like that.
What?
That song, cut that bitch out. It goes, you're nothing but a bird. And
yeah, like
what the hell's a bird?
A bird's like a dumb girl. Like,
no, I know.
Just roams around. Be
like, what you say? What you say? And they go like this. What you say?
So like songs like that get so much success, and it's like the real true meanings of it probably means something else now, but the real definition of what that meant is probably not a nice thing.
What, Trap Queen?
Yeah. It's like, but
they're making out to be like, she's my number one bitch. That's what they
right. But that's not a good thing. You don't,
Why is that not a good thing?
Because you're still.
Why wouldn't you want to be someone's number one bitch?
I would not want to be someone's number one bitch. No.
So you're telling me the girl shouldn't be if you had a girl?
I guess if you have to be somebody's bitch, I guess you can want to be the number one. Sure.
Like she's my queen, my trap queen.
Because she's selling my drugs for me.
Well, she still gets what she wants. I would be the trap queen.
Well,
if
that's neither here nor there, really.
Like you can put some Louboutins on my feet, I will sell your drugs.
And that will last a few years, and
then we're in jail.
Unless you're Free Rick Ross, then
Oh God.
But even he got taken down. So
he didn't have great trap queens.
I'm sure he had a great everything for a while, but it all comes to an end,
Everything comes to an end.
So I don't think you want to become a drug dealer anytime soon, honestly.
Nope. Not worth it.
Right.
I don't even would rather do that.
I think I would rather do anything than sell drugs.
Would you rather sell your body than do drugs? That's what I was going to say, but I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, because you know what?
But you would sell your body to some skanky old man. Like, I'm not saying sell your body to just
but
the
most
sex
of the
you're
time they just
attracted
want to
to.
look at you anyway.
Ew! How do you know?
I know some things.
How do you... Sue, enlighten me. How do you know?
Because All right. First of all, how do I know?
Yeah, how do you know? No,
okay,
and don't
that-
compare
that
it to
old-
TV.
that old people. No, I'm not talking about TV.
Okay,
how do I know
compare it
that
to real life.
Okay, let's be realistic here. You're talking like older men, right?
No, I'm not talking about like 70 or 80 years old. I'm talking about like 40, 50 years
Well,
old
that doesn't
men.
happen as much. Usually, it's older men.
No. It's mostly men
Oh, really?
around
So
that
how do
age.
you know?
How do I watch a lot of movies.
Okay, well, you watch, and I know real stuff, and usually it's older people that can't even
How do you know?
that can't even perform sexually anymore anyway, and they have a lot of money.
Okay, I
and
watched
they
the Bunny
just,
Ranch.
They just want to enjoy.
I watched the Bunny
yeah,
Ranch.
That has nothing to do with
There
what
was
we're
younger
talking
guys
about.
in there. Yeah, it is. It's
That's a
prostitute.
whorehouse.
What do you think selling your body is? That's a big.
I'm talking about like a sugar daddy type situation where they.
No, I'm not talking about.
That's what I'm
not
talking about.
Sugar daddy. I would fucking have a sugar daddy.
That's what I mean. That's
I'm taking applications.
that's what I mean. Like, you can't get arrested for doing that.
Having a sugar daddy, so I can have a sugar daddy.
You could legally, sure.
I can.
Yeah.
So I can have a sugar daddy. I don't have to have sex.
No. They might
I'm
want.
gonna find one of those.
They might just. I'm sure you could find them anywhere. But most of the time they can't. They can't even do nothing sexually anyway.
So you're just there just for company?
To companionship, a lot of times.
And what else you do?
I don't know. I
Ew,
never,
do you have to kiss them?
some of them might.
Oh
Listen.
Lord! Hey, if you
Listerine.
give me like $20,000 check of time, I meet you. Come on now.
Look at Anna Nicole Smith,
Like I need to get into that business.
right? Is that was her name?
Anna Nicole Smith, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I said because I'm thinking of like I said the name wrong or something.
No, it's
I
Anna
was like,
Nicole.
oh, now I sound like a fucking idiot.
No, it's Anna Nicole.
Right. Look at what she did.
She slept her way up.
I'm sure she didn't have to sleep. She probably didn't have to have sex a lot.
They smell though. Like sometimes old
And then
people.
they die, and then you just keep their money.
Oh my God! You have to marry them.
There's some situations where I think you'd want to marry them if they're gonna.
Okay, so if I went to go get a sugar daddy right now, you allow me to go.
Why? Who am I? You could do whatever you want. I don't own you.
Go
ahead.
Saying, how about if I want to have both
You could do whatever you want. Go ahead. I'll do it too. Give a fuck.
with a guy?
Guy, girl, both.
As long as you get. Oh,
Listen, get stuff, man.
I don't know.
Lots of stuff.
I don't think I can do that. They smell.
They always come home with shopping bags.
They smell. They smell like their medicine that they take.
Fucking heated floors
some
in their
medicines make
bathrooms.
but
They have jacuzzis in their
oh my
house.
God. We could have parties.
They have massage tables.
They'll go to bed and
They have
then
tennis courts.
they'll go to bed and we'll just have fun.
Yeah, why not?
We're gonna really look into
Inquire,
that.
go ahead.
Inquire what? There's a website for this?
I'm sure there's tons of websites. Where have
Stop
you
it.
been?
I gotta fucking look this up.
Of course, there's a sugar daddy, sugar mama website where you sign
Oh
up.
wait, then you'd be a sugar baby, right?
I don't know
I think there might
what it's
be.
called anymore.
Sugar Daddy NYC.
There's websites for everything now.
Oh my god. SugarDaddyNYC.com. Sugar Daddy's Gentlemen's Club. What is that? Sugar babies in New York and New York than other sugar. What? You could find people.
Of course.
Oh my
Where have you
God.
been?
I don't know. Obviously, what the hell is this? Oh wait, there's a gentleman's club called Sugar Daddies.
Go
I
on
don't
Christian
see
Mingle.
No.
There's
get
also
outta here.
there's also a Muslim one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, they have to comedy for everyone.
I don't know what it's called. Yeah, of course. You could probably go to fuckmyfish.com and find,
You're on Plenty
see
of
people.
Fish.
See people.
Does people really use these online things?
Of course they do.
But why?
Because it's better than having to go out and talk to people.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Automo? What the fuck is Automo?
I don't know. I said
Automo.
because
Sounds like a robot. I am
I
Automo.
was like, I don't know.
Take off your top and I will give you more money.
Hell
I
yeah!
am Automo, your sugar daddy robot.
I want to make sure.
Make sure you recharge me.
I'll take my shirt off as long as you give me my money.
Do it, bitch. Do it
Right.
now. You know what I
No.
mean? Automo.
Automo.
I think you're onto something here. What do you?
Mike Bichetti. Why does he take pictures like that?
I love Mike Bichetti.
But
He's hilarious.
I'm very excited. It's been 18 months now since I got healthy. I'm just
He keeps posting the same thing over and over again.
I'm staring to feel handsome.
He keeps saying that.
For once in my life. Love
if you want to be
all.
entertained,
You have to. He erased those.
Search out
They're all the same.
the comedian Mike Bichetti.
Happy
He's from
Saturday,
Staten
everyone.
Island, where
Love
I'm
you
from.
all. Oh, go. Sorry.
He is. All I can say is he's I wish I had a Mike Bichetti
Happy
in
Saturday.
my
It's
friend
always
circle.
Happy Saturday.
That's all I'm saying. He is fucking entertaining as fuck.
Imagine we had him here. What would he say?
He'd be like a lot. That's what
Would
he'd
he
say.
ever come here?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
We should ask him. I feel like we
He's
started
not-
a podcast.
I would love to talk to that man.
Like we started a podcast.
I need myself one of those.
You need myself one of those.
I
He
love
would.
I love people like
How many
that.
followers do he have?
Those people are the fucking real stars, man. People like him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got about 10,000 Twitter followers, I think. Maybe even more. He's fucking
Mike
funny.
Bichetti.
He says sorry and thank you a lot.
Sorry and thank you.
Sorry, thank you.
No, he has
Sorry.
3,000 followers on Instagram.
Doesn't mean anything. I'm talking about Twitter real
Yeah.
followers.
But I'm just saying, you could hook up with him, contact him on Twitter.
No, you
mostly.
can. I know. I mean, I don't feel like I have a proper median for anybody right now here. Trying.
Oh,
I want to.
yeah. Eventually.
I love talking to people and asking people questions, obviously, you know. Because you never know what they're going to, you know.
Could you imagine him here? He would definitely come.
Yeah.
He would, because he's not like that type of person. He's just a whatever regular guy.
Probably won't be able to get rid of them.
No, but it's all right. It's many roads to other people. You know what I'm saying? Who's he affiliated
Many
with?
roads
What?
to other people. Is that fucking
affiliated with-
sounds like a fucking Bible song. There's many roads to other people.
He knows like what Opie. He knows Anthony. Mostly Anthony.
No, but he goes on both shows. He goes
Okay.
on a lot of
But he goes on
radio shows.
Anthony.
He goes on
and
a lot
then
of radio
Anthony's
shows.
affiliated with Legion of Skanks, and look at that.
Legion of Skanks
Look at that.
might be, you know,
Ending?
maybe.
I don't think so.
Big J Okerson has his own radio show now on Sirius XM
I don't think
with
he's
Dan
gonna-
Soder, The Bonfire. If you people aren't listening to, there's so much good radio to listen to and podcasts, obviously, tons of them. If you ain't listening to these people, you're missing out.
Me too.
But the Legion of Skanks, they, you know, I don't know, like the past few episodes have been weird
Why has it been weird?
because there's been a lot of tension and between everybody on the shows, and
Why is there tension?
I guess because, you know, they're all getting success in different ways, and they're kind of like changing a little bit. And when you have, like, let's say you're doing a podcast, hanging out with your friends, right? And you work for nobody but yourself, and then you get a corporation that offers you a contract, you know, and everything like that, and you're working for a big company like Sirius XM. It's going to change you a lot. It's going to make you, you know, it's going to affect every aspect of your life. Is going to be affected by something like that. So to go from doing a professional radio show to, which is a pretty professional podcast, really, but to go back and forth to that, it's gonna be a lot of conflict there, especially when you're a hardworking person like Big J Okerson is. Like, he does stand-up comedy. You know, he travels everywhere and does spots. You know, and you know, it's a lot. So with that being said, you kind of, you know, people become too big to do radio and do more than one show. You know,
I'm like crying.
a lot of
my tears.
a lot of these comedians like Louis C.K.,
This is leaking.
Amy Schumer, these big comedians that are huge right now, biggest comedians in the world right now, all used to hang out and do radio for hours with people and say terrible things, very fucking funny, entertaining things, but they would say horrible things that they can't say anymore.
They'll be shaming.
And that's, honestly, I don't ever want to be that, because I enjoy saying shitty things, and I think it's funny. And the number one rule is funny first. Funny first should always be the number one rule with anything. Comedy should not be censored. Comedians should have the right to say whatever they want, especially in a comedy club, especially there. So what they're trying to do is, censor these people from being who they are, and I think that's a terrible thing. It's happening everywhere, and it really is disgusting. And I said, I love stand-up comedy. I love comedians, especially on the radio. I love the radio more.
Did any other comedians ever had to change their skit because of too much shaming?
Well, it's not just shaming.
Well, being more censored.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All the big name comics have.
Louis C.K.?
Louis C.K. has changed dramatically over the years, especially after.
Does he still talk about rape?
Not as much. I mean, he did do a really big, joke on Saturday Night Live, where he made like a pedophile joke, and it was pretty fucking funny. He hosted Saturday Night Live, and a lot of people were outraged by it. I thought it was fucking fantastic, and it really was funny. He was saying like, there's a pedophile that lived in his neighborhood. He was making a joke about it, and people got really mad. And I think that's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, obviously, kids being molested is not funny.
No,
but it still should not be off limits.
What about Jim Norton and his Uncle Paul skits?
I love Uncle Paul.
Like the crib is like, what the crib is like, breaking my legs.
When he had crib marks on his legs. Yeah. That I know. I see that. Like I said, I love Uncle Paul, and like I remember when I first played it for you, and you were like,
I was like, what the fuck?
But you loved it. It was entertaining as fuck. I
didn't get offended. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's disgusting. It's a character.
But if you had kids, would you?
No.
Me personally, no.
It's a character. It's not like someone literally sitting there and.
But there's always that one person that's in a comedy club that gets offended by something, and they're like,
then he shouldn't go to comedy shows.
I agree. But it's
people that are easily offended should not go to comedy shows.
They'll listen to a joke.
Sit at home and listen
AIDS,
and watch Lifetime.
And that's fine. They'll laugh. But once it's cancer, and they're like, oh, but I was affected by one of my family members had cancer and died. Okay, that's terrible. But you know what? He just made a fucking funny joke about it. So fuck you. Oh well.
They should then sit at home and watch Lifetime.
You have to, especially first of all, the number one thing is a lot of times comedy gold comes out of tragedy. Not just comedy. A lot of amazing things come out of tragedy, but comedy is what we're focusing on here. And some of the funniest fucking people are tormented souls.
Yeah.
Tormented souls. They're
fucked up.
A lot of them had drug problems, alcohol problems, alcohol and drug problems.
They lived in dark places before this.
People were raped and molested, and they make jokes about that now.
They make something horrible, something funny. They turn into something funny.
A lot of people get...
I think that's how they cope with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they get therapy out of bringing joy to other depressed, miserable fucking people.
I think that there's stuff that they go through. I think when they make a skit out of it, that's of them coping with it and understand, like,
yeah, of course,
going into reality instead of just shunning it away and not talking about it at all. They'll just talk and make something funny about it. And be like, hey, I got, raped yesterday.
I love self-deprecating humor. Was one of my favorite, and I do that myself. And when people could abuse themselves and make light of their, problems, it's fucking funny, and it helps you
be more confident.
It helps you cope with your own fucking problems, because I know that from my own personal experience.
If you can make fun of yourself, and if someone makes fun of you and you can laugh about it, I think you have the
unless you're
confidence.
A narcissist and you feel like, and those people are mentally ill people that have problems, and like, it's like they could sit there in a room and enjoy others getting abused, and when it's them, they're like, well, you can't say that about me,
Mm-hmm.
and they can't handle it, and I really despise those people that are like that. You have to be able to laugh.
You have to. Nothing.
They say laughing is the best medicine, but laughter. I just said it. I just fucked it up.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah, you never heard that saying before?
No.
It's a stupid saying, but it's
Laughter is the best medicine.
There is truth in it, for sure. It's laughter is the best medicine.
Laughter?
Yeah.
I said laughter.
I say a fucking belt across the fucking face is the best medicine.
The belt?
A belt. Nice fucking leather belt.
Oh my god, that hurt.
Imagine getting hit in the face with a belt. People have worse things, but...
Oh my god, my jaw hurts.
Just a nice fucking thick belt.
Oh my god, my jaw hurts.
That's how they used to be, man.
Who?
That's how people used to...
like they used to be like that.
Discipline.
Who? Oh god.
Yeah.
I used to get the spoon.
They used to... Nuns in Catholic schools used to hit them. I know they always say, "Oh, hit the rulers," but they did. They must have. Why would they keep saying that?
Yeah, they did.
Honestly, now if a nun did that, she'll get hit with a fucking desk.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, if someone hits me with something, I'm gonna be pissed.
Mm-hmm. I'll take that rule and slap
especially
her.
as a kid who has no value for life or anything. They might get up and crack you across the head with something real hard.
I would.
So that's why they don't. It's not because. That's why they don't do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably afraid.
Know. I would do the same thing. I would fucking hit her with it.
I would want to.
I would take that thing and fucking hit or throw a book at her and make sure I don't miss. Oh no.
Well, when I was in Catholic school, there was none of that going on.
Went to Catholic school.
But they were mean. The nuns, they were really mean, and.
I'd never been to Catholic school.
We had a gym teacher that used to throw the kids around. He'd get mad and fucking push kids against the wall and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He was scary. He was like an old college football player that never made it to the pros kind of guy.
He was mad at himself.
So he's probably pissed off that he never made it.
And stuck to being a gym teacher.
He was mean.
Ruthless.
That's why Catholic school, I don't know, man.
I would never. My dad wanted me to go to Catholic high school.
Shit, I think that shit torments you a little bit. Like, it messes with your head a little bit. You not only
got to deal with regular schoolwork, you got to deal with religion too, on top of it. That's the perks of going to Catholic school.
Yeah, they teach you,
You have to go
stories.
to church and religion. I'm not doing that. I go to CCD.
It's like, imagine now, like, if you go to a school and they sit there and talk about the Justice League all day. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I say a lot. It's really annoying me. But
I didn't go to Catholic school. You did.
Yeah, I did. I went to Catholic school, and like I said, I think it would be fucking hilarious too. But if you just went to school and they'd be like, "Well, Batman on the first day of this month,"
What Batman?
Yeah, because the Bible was a storybook, in my opinion, that someone wrote, made stories.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing about comic books. Same thing. So imagine they were like, and then Wonder Woman came with the lasso of truth and wrapped it around the guy and, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing as being stuck in a whale for however long.
Being stuck in a whale.
Or the fucking Noah's Ark. No, it was Jonah.
Oh, Jonah, Noah.
So, it's not much
and
different.
When Moses, whatever, with the water. Did he
part in the Red Sea. I mean, that was cool. Don't get me wrong. It's a cool story. Yeah. But that did not happen.
How do you know for sure it didn't happen?
That guy, listen, that was about an acid trip. That story.
Acid trip?
Yeah, he's talking to a fucking bush that's burning.
So you're telling me people that wrote these Bibles were high on acid?
Probably. Or who knows what they were high on.
So when was the New Testament released? What year?
Listen, you're asking me like I know that.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, when was acid made?
It doesn't matter when acid was made. You don't think they had drugs back in those days?
What, in like BC?
Yeah.
I always wanted to know, like, in like BC or AD, was there any drugs?
Of course. Opium has been around forever.
How long has opium been around?
I don't know the exact time, but it's been around.
But I'm talking about like cavemen, where they get high.
Yes.
Like, where they get high up.
I'm 100% convinced people were getting high.
Oh, for what?
they would find things and eat them and whatever, and then
How did you know they were getting high?
some of them died because they would eat poison.
Oh God.
How do you think they've?
Oh God.
How do you think people started? People started taking shrooms. What do you think they? Did someone just ate a mushroom and then they were like, "Whoa"?
Who ate the first shroom?
Okay, I don't know.
I really want to know.
Whoever ate from the cow shit.
But that's pretty cool. Like if you were the
I want to
first
take
one,
shrooms.
if you were the first one to eat shrooms,
It would be fucking scary, obviously, because you don't know what the fuck's going on.
like we can discover something new like tomorrow.
Or you could die.
That too. I'm just saying you could discover something new today.
Yeah, but
and
I'd
we would be
rather
the founder.
see that. I always think about that too. It's like people have died discovering the simplest shit, and they gave up their lives. They give up their life. They give up their life because they ate something that killed them, and then the next person says, "Well, we don't eat this one. We'll eat this one now." And it's like that's where we are now because people died because they ate the wrong tree. You know what I'm saying?
Tree.
Or they ate from that bush. They ate the berries from this bush, and they didn't eat the berries from that bush.
So process of elimination.
Right. Like, if you think about that, how fucking crazy that is.
Like we base our fun on people's reaction or what happens to them.
Yeah, but it's not only fun. It's just in general, like everything. It's like, it's trial and error, really, for everything.
No, it's called an experiment.
Right.
So,
but it's not like there were scientists walking around in lab coats through the fucking jungle.
But non-scientists do experiments. We do experiments.
Eating people.
When we cook, we do experiments. Like, we'll just add more spice to it.
Yes, but you're not cooking poison usually.
Okay, I understand that, but anyone could be a scientist.
No, not everyone can be a scientist.
I can't go mad. You're like, no. I'm not saying, but we're all scientists in everyday life.
Unless you do a little cosplay.
What?
Then you could be a scientist.
What's a little cos?
It could be Dexter's Laboratory or something.
Dexter's Laboratory?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the only scientist that came to my head.
Oh, the cartoon?
Not like Neil deGrasse Tyson, like a real scientist or whatever physiologist, whatever he is, but...
Dexter's Laboratory is the cartoon, right?
Yeah, I never watched it.
I think I did.
I know you probably did.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, Johnny Bravo. I know, Johnny Bravo.
I don't like Johnny Bravo. Oh, yeah.
Me neither.
He was annoying. He lived with his mother or something. Like he was like 40 years old.
Yeah, he's probably in the closet.
Johnny Bravo. Oh, yeah. Ed and Eddie. I liked Ed and Eddie.
Okay, we're not doing Adult Swim break here.
No, I'm just saying I liked Ed and Eddie.
It's all about Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh,
Everyone knows
stop
that.
It. Ed and
Shake
Eddie.
Zula, the Mike Ruler. The old schooler.
Who else was on Adult Swim? Then they had later.
Harvey Birdman.
No, when they had like later at night, they would have like cartoons that would have sex.
Whoa!
I swear to God.
What are you talking?
And
about?
I thought Adult Swim was like a porno.
There was none of that going.
Yes,
on.
there was.
The Cartoon Network. No.
Yes, there was.
No.
Late at night. Yes, there was. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know what you were watching.
I swear to
you probably
God.
got into that van again, which explains a lot.
No, there was a show that it was late at night. It was like past like 12 o'clock. It was like maybe like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I couldn't sleep, so I put on.
This is why you're on the show, because of things like this. Because you are a negative creep.
No, what?
What
I'm saying was I was watching Cartoon Network. I couldn't sleep.
Right.
So it was a thing. It
Why
was a
couldn't you
guy.
sleep? What the
I
fuck
don't
was
know.
going on?
I didn't know how to sleep.
You didn't know how to sleep.
I didn't know how to sleep. But the girl, I remember a girl blue hair. It was a cartoon, girl blue hair, and this guy with tentacles, and he was just like.
That sounds like
her.
some hentai.
No, maybe they showed that on Adult Swim. And I thought Adult Swim was porno.
I think you still do, but that's okay.
Oh my God! I swear that Adult Swim was porno. And he had tentacles around her, and she was like.
Remember? Do you ever go to a pool when they used to? I used to fucking hate that shit.
What?
You were never in a pool when they would say Adult Swim, and you had to get out.
No.
So the adults can swim.
No.
Did you didn't even know what Adult Swim means?
No.
Oh my God! Really?
I had my own pool. I never went to a public
Excuse
pool.
me, Paris Hilton.
I know.
I had my own pool.
I did.
Who are you?
And I would go to families' pools.
TTYN.
All right, shut up. All right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's where that came from.
Mr. California. I never been to California. You have. Somebody, excuse me.
It doesn't matter. I went to a pool in fucking New Jersey. The point is that when we used to go to the pool, like the public pool, whatever.
Ew, you went in a public pool? They peed in there.
I peed in there. But they
That's why we never went.
It's cool. You see it like separate from the water for a few minutes.
Ew.
But yeah, they would call adult swim, and then all the kids had to get out, so the fucking 3 old people could fucking do the backstroke. Used to piss me off.
And why did you get it? How long were you out of the pool
I forget how long it was, but it was never. It used to really make me mad.
And you had to get out of the pool with the kids, and they would watch these people just swim.
Yeah.
And how long you out of the pool for?
I don't remember how long it was, but it would happen more often than it should have.
Why would it do that?
They would blow a whistle.
Why?
So the adults can go in and swim. How many times do you have to fucking ask me that?
You said there were 3 people. Why?
Yeah, it was never. There was usually like 100 kids in the pool, and then like there would be like 5 adults in there when it would be adult swim.
Well, why would it be? Why?
The rest of them were probably all passed out drunk on the lawn.
Why would the adults have to swim by themselves?
That's a good question. I guess they feel like they might hurt the kids, or the kids would act like idiots in the pool, where adults would just want to swim, like for like calisthenics or whatever.
I guess.
Like exercise.
Why wouldn't they just be? Well, most of the kids stay at the shallow end, so why wouldn't they just go in the deeper end? Because you never see any kids in the deeper end.
The deeper end used to scare me. You know when you used to like walk, and then like all of a sudden you didn't feel your feet no more.
Yeah, I tried it, and then I got freaked out. I was like, I gotta go back.
and I was swimming at an early age, but honestly, right now, I'm afraid to swim again.
Why?
I don't know. I have a fear of drowning.
You won't drown. You know how to swim. You never forget how to swim. I'm telling you.
I think one of those fucking
what?
Aliens from one of those little fucking bugs from Wrath of Khan is in my ear or something.
Wrath of Khan?
Yeah.
What's Wrath of Khan?
It's a Star Trek movie.
What? What's in your ear?
I don't know. It just went in my left eardrum. Kind of freaked me out.
It's probably your eardrum. Somebody's talking.
Well, obviously it was my eardrum.
But no, talking about the deep end. The only reason why I don't really like going deep is because I don't get my hair wet.
Wow.
That's why. Because my hair would have to get wet because I'm swimming.
Do tell. Yeah, it's pretty stupid, honestly, but that's okay.
No, but you would.
And you know, like another thing. Everyone, this is our pool talk segment, but
you would stay at the edge.
No, what my mother used to always tell me that my hair was gonna turn green.
Oh, because you were blonde.
Like, and I was always like, wow, I could be the fucking Joker. I thought it was fucking cool.
Why? Because you were blonde when you.
I don't know. I wasn't blonde.
But when you're blonde, the chlorine.
But even when I had brown hair, my mother would tell me my hair was gonna turn, and I was like, I was hoping it would. It never did.
No, if you're a blonde.
I've never seen anyone with green hair come out of the pool.
You're not green like.
Everybody, if you had green hair, please call us up.
Okay, you're talking to me. I'm a hairstylist here. It does turn green. It doesn't go green like a Ninja Turtle green.
I've never seen anyone come out of the pool.
Yes, I would show you videos. If
I would never watch
girl will have a tinted green hair, it would see it. You would.
Really?
Yeah, and then you would have to use a red color to counteract it.
So you could keep it green?
No, it'll wash out. But to wash it out, you can either use ketchup or tomatoes or something.
Ketchup?
Yes, because the red neutralizes the green. Takes the green out of the hair.
Kind of like when you get sprayed by a skunk, you take a bath in tomato.
Neutralizes it.
Tomato soup.
Or I thought it was peanut butter.
Peanut butter? Whoa. Leave those poor dogs alone.
Peanut butter. I don't know. I thought it was peanut butter.
Right.
Oh my god, I want to try those Nutella Smuckers.
Okay, well, I guess that right there.
No, come on. I don't want to talk about it. Nutella Smuckers.
Everyone.
I want them. I want to try it.
This has been
No, come
fun.
on. I want to talk about Nutella sandwiches.
This has been
You don't want to try Nutella sandwiches. You're annoying. You are annoying, and you don't want to talk about Nutella Smucker's sandwiches. Can we get them?
To wrap it up,
That would be my treat.
to wrap up our
Oh my God,
our
you know-
9/11 show, I just wanted to say that something I forgot to mention earlier. It's like it's been 14 years, and
You said
a
that
long
already.
time. It's like, when are they gonna start? Like
Making
like
a holiday.
no, but like not that. But like
They should make it a
but
holiday.
like the Titanic, over 1,000 people died in the Titanic, and they make jokes about it. They actually have like a child size, like a child's like slide of the Titanic sinking.
No.
Yeah. They make jokes about Pearl Harbor. Over 2,000 people died from that. So I was just saying, like, when is 9/11 going to be that? Where it's like,
I was saying,
don't,
I would say in like another 20 years.
20 years? That's crazy.
So that would be 30 years for the anniversary.
Them around. That is weird. Like, I mean, if they're going to keep having
Well, they're going to
children
make it
walk
the
up
world,
and-
like a ladder?
like children like walk up on stage, or people that lost their family and sit there and cry on TV, which I'm saying is horrible. I'm not saying that, but it's like, if they keep doing that, is it going to keep, they don't get up on TV and cry about every disaster that happens on every anniversary of
Yeah,
it.
but and then it
So
said
it's like-
that these kids were little when their parents died, and they go
Oh,
up
these
there
kids
as
have
adults.
no clue really what happened. They don't know.
How about the babies that lost their lives in the World Trade Center?
Yeah, well, that's another
There was that
thing.
nursery up there.
That's another
that
thing that's really
whatever
fucked up.
daycare where they had. They were babies on the
All right,
top.
but see, now we're ending it. I'm not trying to end it like
No, I know.
to
I'm
freak
just
people out.
saying.
I was just saying, like,
But they need to understand, like,
It's
how
amazing
New York felt that
how,
day.
how disasters go from being, and it's
Like,
it's like
I'm not saying, like, what I'm saying is, like, people from outer state, they're like, oh my God, 9/11, it'll never be forgotten. But they don't know what we went through or
they
they
forgot
went
anyway.
through. They
People-
only remember
people only
when
remember-
9/11 came.
people only like
come around.
remember it because it's a hashtag now. It's like, but if they're gonna keep having,
But
people,
New York will never forget.
no, of course they'll never forget. But
But people from Minnesota
God, keep
or whatever,
interrupting me.
I'm just saying that's what they, or Los Angeles.
it's like if every disaster they went on TV and read all their names out every year, maybe it would stay fresh in your mind still. Maybe that's why I feel. But obviously, 9/11 has been like the biggest
no, it's
thing
a
in-
terrorist attack.
I know what it is. I'm saying it's been like the biggest thing that happened in our lifetime so far. Like people before us people lived through World War II,
Vietnam.
Vietnam. We lived through wars, but it wasn't a personal level for any of us. It's like, wars will still be going on, but we'll be watching Netflix. It's like back then it was like everyone sat in the TV and watched the war happening, and they didn't know where they were going to see their loved ones ever again. People still do now,
Just the
but
sound,
it's different now.
But it's just the reliving of that event, of the sounds, of the smell, of the smoke, of the
I remember seeing them.
that sound. It's just
We live where all the wreckage and remains of people
we're dumped.
were surrounded by it.
The dump.
Saw it happening. There was pieces of building being brought here.
Yep, we saw it.
It was terrible.
Yep, in the Staten Island dump.
But
It would
I
all
can't
be-
sit here and lie to you and say I relive it every day. I don't really think about it until it's brought up.
Yeah, but
I
how
don't. I
can
don't want
you?
to. I don't want to relive it.
But it's just when you the day comes, then you remember.
Or it's
Wow.
like the people that were supposed to be on the plane. I don't remember all the celebrities, but
Well, Seth MacFarlane. was
Seth
on.
MacFarlane, Mark Wahlberg. There's others. It's amazing. Like, imagine being those people and having to think about that.
How about the people that you don't know about?
Yeah,
They're supposed to
there's
be on that plane.
right. Then,
And
then
oh
I'm
my
thinking,
God, just thinking about that, like you.
yeah, but
going
now
on
I'm
a
thinking
plane.
like, how many people were supposed to be on that plane and why didn't they go on it? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, does that happen a lot with flights, or is it just this particular one was just so devastating that's why we know about it?
I don't know.
I don't ever want to get on a plane again. I have since then.
But what did we didn't do that
But
we're
now,
doing now? Like, what did we do? Like, when you went on a plane, like, what did you do then? What you didn't do now?
What do you mean?
Like, how did they get on the plane? Like, how did this all happen?
Who?
These people, the terrorists. How they get on the plane and have what they have? Like,
first of all,
why weren't we checking what we do now then?
Because nothing like that ever happened before.
Yeah, but we should still be checking. It's the airplane. Anyone can go on the airplane.
Those people came here and got flying lessons. Way
Yeah,
in
but
advance.
why didn't they just, with the red flag, go up saying,
And
they never want to know how to land. They always want to know how to take off.
They never cared about learning how to land.
And nothing was brought up. Nothing. They just, whatever. Oh, wait, they know how to land or something. Landing is easy. That's what they thought.
But unfortunately, like I said, you can't ban and forbid everything from happening either.
No, I know, but it's just weird how.
I don't think people knew what they were doing. I don't believe in the conspiracy theories. I love them. They're entertaining. There's tons of them to talk about. But I don't believe in the 9/11 conspiracies. I think that our nation made a lot of stupid mistakes.
All I'm saying
and
is
it's no one in particular to blame. It was a lot of people.
Were they not checking?
We're lazy. As a nation, we're lazy, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how many times are you, like, if you're working somewhere, for example, are you always doing your job? No. You're only doing your job when someone's there to make sure you're doing it. If you take it upon yourself, you're going to do nothing.
So now that scares me, because
how
if you go on a plane now and then you're just saying that
look how
watching
many doctors make mistakes and kill people. Happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Nurses give people the wrong thing. It happens a lot more than you would think.
Now it's like, if I go on a plane, someone's not doing their job the right way, and
that's why there's gonna be Terminators running around soon.
Terminators?
Sure.
Why?
Because they're gonna be artificial intelligence doing our jobs for us.
Oh God.
They're gonna take over the world.
I don't know. When you say things are going to take over the world, they fucking do.
I know.
Like the trannies.
I said that.
You're like, trannies are going to... Before this didn't happen.
I did. I said it.
You said it.
And you people were all looking at me like...
Like, yeah, okay.
Judging me. Tranny shaming me.
And this is before.
And I said it. I said, watch.
Caitlyn Jenner was even...
They're going to take over, and they are.
No, I know, but this is before.
They're huge now.
Yeah, but this is before.
Some of them physically huge in many different ways.
Oh my God.
But absolutely, I called it.
Yeah, that was.
You heard it here.
That was like when Bruce Jenner was Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
And before we even knew he was putting on a dress, I really think this whole thing is just for money. I think he turned.
I don't think anyone would do that just for money.
I think. Oh, that family would.
No, not him.
That family would.
Not her.
That family would.
She
because,
wouldn't.
Like I said,
not my Caitlyn.
She did all that work to her, and she just wants to hide in her house. She doesn't want to do anything. She was like that when she was Bruce Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner and Bruce Jenner. Is there something wrong with him? So that's why. So she's mentally ill.
Mentally ill, not
my opinion.
She was not a woman. She's just mentally ill. Just
in general, right? In general, yeah.
I think she became a woman because of money.
I don't think anyone would do that just for money. I wouldn't.
All people would. Yes. That family will do anything.
I wouldn't.
To make sure they're still that hashtag, that they're still that number one family.
Nothing against anyone who gets a surgery to change their sex. But me personally, I would never.
She still has it downstairs. So you're telling me she didn't do this for money?
Then I don't know. You're right. That's different.
Okay, she didn't get the thing downstairs changed.
That's a big
and
step.
She just likes girls and doesn't have her thing down there changed.
Fact, do you know what country the biggest country to do the sex change surgery?
Sex change surgery.
Yeah.
Is this like a weird name?
No.
Thailand?
No.
New York?
Wait,
country?
Yes, country.
Oh, America.
New York.
New York. America?
No.
Okay, I'm going with my
Iran.
guess. Oh, I was gonna say that.
No, you weren't.
I was gonna say England.
Which is funny because it's not accepted in the Middle East. There is a lot of Middle Eastern men that are into transsexuals. Closetly, I don't think that's a word, but it's not accepted there. It's weird.
Well, that's weird.
But I said it,
Yep, before even Bruce Jenner was Caitlyn.
and it's happening.
Yep. So now I don't know. What did you say that who was
I can't wait for we have our first transsexual president.
Cyborgs?
Cyborgs.
That's what you said.
Do you know what a cyborg is?
Yeah, is that the thing with the
No. A cyborg is a human
robot?
that has robot parts.
Oh. Right. The guy with the metal
The Terminator was not a cyborg.
I'm not saying Terminator.
Then what are you saying?
The guy is a guy with cyborg. He was black in the movie.
Yes, Cyborg.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Wait, what movie?
I don't know.
Cyborg wasn't in a movie yet.
Okay, show then. I don't know.
Cyborg is part of the Justice League.
Yeah. I remember him.
He's a cyborg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a black guy with the
Yes.
thing and the red
Yeah.
beam.
Well, he didn't have a beam. He had a thing that
red,
went over
yeah.
his eye, where he could literally analyze anything.
I told you cyborg.
And he has like a cryogenic arm.
Yeah. It looked like armor.
Wait, I probably said that wrong.
Whatever, it looked like armor.
Cryogenic. That's a freezing method. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying.
No, I was thinking of another word.
The arm
Like
looks like an
maybe
armor.
cybernetic. I meant. I don't know.
Cybernetic.
Well, trannies have taken over the world.
Trannies are taking
And
over
that-
the world.
Will be the end of this episode.
Okay.
Episode 3. What?
I was trying to be a tranny. But
Daddy.
But then I would have to be a guy.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a real tranny.
Now you'd be like, okay, Daddy.
Okay, daddy.
See you next week.
See you next week. No. Subscribe.
Or don't.
Subscribe.
Don't.
Subscribe.
Don't.